$18 trillion. This is the amount of money that our country is currently in debt. In Times Square, there is a national debt clock. It was created in 1989. This clock tracks the exact amount of money that our country borrows to pay its bills.
At the time of its creation, the clock showed a total of $2.7 trillion. However, in 2008, the clock ran out of available digits and had to be upgraded. By January 2013, it had run out of digits again and was once again upgraded. It now shows $18 trillion.
The greatest threat to our national security was our national debt.
The issue that we most want candidates to discuss during the 2016 presidential campaign is national debt and the budget of the United States.
I ask my colleagues today, as we continue to increase our spending and run up our debt, what is the limit? At what point do you finally say, it's dangerous? It's dangerous for the future of America. Is there a limit? We can't keep going in this direction. No one in this body wants America to default. That's not good for this country. But we need to be as serious about what we plan for the future of this country. People are always saying, do it for the kids, do it for the kids. We do a lot for kids, and we can always do more for kids. But what about when those kids today are grown up and they're stuck with all this debt? What are we doing to them?
So where does this problem start?
Debt is split into two categories. There are two ways in which our country borrows money. There's intergovernmental debt and there's intergovernmental debt. Intergovernmental debt is when government borrows money from other parts of the government. Intragovernmental debt is when our government borrows money from foreign investors or other countries. Borrowing money and therefore increasing the deficit each year is not the only way we make money. There are multiple sources of revenue.
But we don't have enough money coming into the government to pay for our current obligations. That's a basic fact. You've got to find revenue somewhere. Maybe it is modest increases in marginal tax rates. Maybe it's greater alignment with other developed countries in terms of how they tax consumption with value-added taxes. Maybe it's a modernization of our business tax structure to make our business tax structure more pro-competitive, such that the businesses will grow and hire and invest, and that will create taxable revenue on the individual side. Most of the expenditure paths, most of the programs are on autopilot in some sense. They were set up with formulas. If you're categorically eligible for this program, you are categorically eligible for the benefits.
So does our country need a leader that is stern to fix this problem, or sympathetic?
It's a political problem that becomes an economic problem, so it's both. And he's exactly right in that anybody who is going to do the right thing on these things is going to look less than sympathetic to people, or not as caring. And so the easy thing to do and the most politically popular thing to do is just to give everybody everything that they want. But you can't do that. It's just like, you know, I've got great sympathy for people, but I don't want to destroy the country in the process.
Congress creates a new budget for our country every year, but the topic should be a vital one for the presidential candidates to discuss, because if they were to be elected, it would become their job to oversee this process.
So the people want to know, and must decide, do they want to hear all about how we can get rid of our debt, or what money the government has to give them?